this is Bob Mason from FX Empire and welcome to the daily crypto tech review of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin and Ripple's XRP. Looking at the MACDs, the moving averages, the day's support, resistance and pivot levels and the Fibonacci's. It is Saturday the 12th of June. Jumping straight into Bitcoin against US dollar and the hourly candlesticks, bearish start to the day here. You're going to see Bitcoin avoid the pivot at 36,972 to take a run at the first major resistance level, sitting at 38,016. Going to need to see support from the broader market for Bitcoin to break out from 37,500 levels. So barring an extended rally on day, expect that first major resistance level to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Bitcoin target 40,000 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level, so it's at 38,693. Fall through the pivot, we'll bring the first major support level of 36,295 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Bitcoin should stay clear of the second major support level at 35,251. Looking at the MACD, got a bearish cross at the turn of the day, coming off the back of this morning's pullback. On the EMAs, however, still a relatively bullish indicator. We saw the 100 break through the 200 late yesterday, with the 50 holding its ground. So key through the early part of the day would be to avoid the pivot at 36,972 and break through 37,500 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and support levels will come into play. Moving across to Ethereum against US dollar, bearish start to the day. Going to see Ethereum move through the pivot at 2392 to take a run at the first major resistance level, there at 2462. Going to need to see support from the broader market for Ethereum to break back through to 2400 levels, however. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and yesterday's high at 2499.34 to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, could see Ethereum target 2600 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 2569. Failure to move through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 2285 into play. Barring another extended sell-off on the day, Ethereum should stay clear of the second major support level at 2215. Looking at the MACD, widening of the bearish histograms at the turn of the day, supporting this early pullback. On the EMAs, more significantly, the 50 EMA continues to pull back from the 100 and the 200, signaling further downside ahead. So key would be to move through the pivot at 2392 and back through to 2400 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and support levels will be in play. Moving across to Litecoin against US dollar, also bearish this morning. Going to see Litecoin move through the pivot at 166 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 171. Going to see plenty of support from the broader market for Litecoin to break back through to 170s. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and the 62% fib at 174 to cap any upside. In the event of a broad-based crypto rally, should see Litecoin test resistance at 190 before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 179. Failure to move through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 158 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Litecoin should stay clear of sub 150s. Second major support level 153 should limit the downside. On the MACDs, widening of the bearish histograms at the turn of the day, supporting this early pullback. More significantly, we're seeing the 50 EMA pull away from the 100 and the 200 after failing a bullish cross through the 100 yesterday, supporting this early pullback. So key would be to move through the pivot at 166 and back through to 170s to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and support levels will be in play. Finally, looking at Ripple's XRP against US dollar, also bearish this morning. Going to see Ripple's XRP move through the pivot at 8527 and the 62% fib at 8573 to take a run at the first major resistance level, sitting at 8707. Going to see plenty of support from the broader market for Ripple's XRP to break out from that 62% fib. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and yesterday's high sitting at 87937 to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Ripple's XRP target 0.90 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 0.8974. Failure to move through the pivot and the 62% fib will bring the first major support level 8259 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ripple's XRP should continue to avoid sub 0.80 levels. Second major support levels at 8079 should limit the downside. Looking at the MACDs, we have a widening of the bearish histograms at the turn of the day, supporting this early morning pullback. On the EMAs, the 50 continues to pull back from the 100 and the 200, also a bearish indicator for the day ahead. So key, move through the pivot and the 62% fib at 8573 to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that, and support levels will remain in play.